Imagine you're trash talking on a Chinese channel of Genshin Impact. Then comes a random player, whose land spirit is Stariel, displaying the status of Genshin 7's 115/infinity. He looks really just like a normal player, and drops this line. Do you know how high my rank is in real life? You'd probably just laugh it off. Classic internet troll. But this one in China wasn't bluffing. Wasn't at all. This is YIN Yuying, 怀化市政协主席, chairman of the Huaihua Municipal Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. Absolutely tough leader of Huaihua, a city of more than 4.5 million people. Until 2024, he was Zhengcai, expelled from both party and public office, which just means your political career is totally dead. The anti-graft watchdog issued a real rebuke, accusing him of indulging pleasure, losing his ambition, and being long addicted to online gaming to pursue low tastes. A bizarre judge seldom seen in official downfalls. Besides it, he also faked field tours to orchestrate his flawless political projects, and even traded the power as personal cash cow by buying himself and seeing others' official positions. But according to the reports of an official media, ZHANG observation, this guy went Breaking Bad and monetized his power just out of his indulgence in online gaming. So, is Genshin Impact's gacha really so brutal that an official in China only could afford that by taking bribery? And let's go back to the chat history. If this was what YIN Yuying said, I really need to say this guy is really a man-child who even needed to seek priority and bluff about how high-ranked he was in online games. But even as a top 4 leader of a big city in China, his rank is far from high enough if compared to the next one. Because the next guy wasn't running a small city, he was running Chongqing. 33 million people, one of 4 municipalities directly under central government. Basically a province that got promoted and never shut up about it. His name is Zhengcai. Zhengcai was a member of Politburo, the 20 to 30 man inner circle that runs China. He was also widely seen as expected member of Politburo's standing committee. Any member of them has great power than the vice presidents of other countries, or even thought as a potential future leader. Think of it this way: if Chinese politics were a gacha game, this guy had already put a 5-star. A future leader of 1.4 billion people. And the same guy, according to Doorway News, he was playing Owner of Kings, China's MOBA. Essentially, the Chinese version of League of Legends on your phone. Inside a government car, while his staff stood outside waiting. Not 5 minutes, not 10, dozens of minutes. One match isn't over. I'm not good getting out of the car. And this usually happens before important official meetings. This was apparently his policy. But sir, this is not a political philosophy. This is what a 12-year-old says to his mom. Now, the Chinese internet in secret nicknamed him the highest ranked official ever addicted to mobile games. And I want you to appreciate the layered tragedy of the title, because in Chinese, rank, 级别, works for both your government position and your in-game rank. His real-life rank, Politburo, basically the championship tier of Chinese politics. His in-game rank? I don't know, but given his commitment, probably not bad either. And ironically, his name, Zhengcai, means talent in politics. But now, he can only spend his rest life in prison. Isolates people! Now, you might wonder, did he go to prison just for missing a few meetings to push a tower in a mobile game? Not exactly. In the real world, the stakes were much higher than a double kill. In 2018, the court found that Sun wasn't just addicted to the games, he was addicted to something much older, cold and hard. Cash. Over 15 years, he allegedly took bribes. He was convicted of massive corruption, trading government favors for personal wealth, and gravely damaging the party's image. The official verdict: life in prison, all assets confiscated. Some people chase power to do greater things. Some people chase power so no one can tell them to get out of the car. But if you have power only less than 7 people in a country of 1.4 billion people, would you still be a good guy? After all, you can technically be Homelander of your country. I mean, do whatever you want. And after 2 high-ranked officials, now I need to introduce you to someone who is technically a much lower-ranking official. But in terms of pure unhinged commitment to the beat, undefeated. And I will call it lucky for he's a low-ranked official so that the actual number involved in his case is released. But you will still be beyond your imagination. Meet Zhang Yujie, a staff member at a community-level government office in Chuzhou, Anhui province. Not a mayor, not a party secretary, not even close to the top. But this man embezzled 69 million RMB, roughly 10 million US dollars, from public funds, with 400 times stealing for 3 years. And when all of this were found out, nearly all the money had already been spent up. Where did it go? Some of them went to luxury gifts for his 3 girlfriends, but most of them differently went to game-related items, online game top-ups, or physical gaming accessories. And here's where it gets legendary. He bought a limited edition solid gold Blue Eyes White Dragon card. For the non-nerds, Blue Eyes White Dragon is the most iconic card in Yu-Gi-Oh!, a trending card game anime that was most Americans' entire personality in the early 2000s. Kaiba hunted down every copy of this card in existence, then destroyed the extra one himself, just so no one else could have them. And Zhang Yujie inherited that energy and desire for that card from his childhood.
小时候就关注这个东西，然后算是，当时童心的一个念想嘛，就买回来了。
Just as what he said in the documentary, he was just meeting his dream from childhood. When he was arrested and the car went to the judicial auction, internet users started bidding ironically. The price climbed to 87 million RMB, which is more than what he stole. The auction had to be voided because of the chop bids. In the end, the card couldn't be sold, the money couldn't be recovered, and Zhang Yujie is now in prison. But somewhere out there, a solid gold Blue Eyes White Dragon is sitting in a government evidence locker. That card may be able to see more of China's anti-corruption system than most party officials. So here's what we've got. A CPPCC chairman who allegedly needed bribes to fund his Genshin addiction, a Politburo heir who made his stuff wait outside in the sun so he could finish a ranked match, and a guy who spent $10 million of public money to chase his child's dream of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Different ranks, different games, same problem. Power is easy to abuse when no one can tell you to log off. But what really fascinates us isn't just the crimes themselves, but the strange digital obsession that fueled them. In China, Henry Kissinger's words are very famous. 权力是春药. Power is ultimate aphrodisiac. It is a drug that demands total control of the real world, and that power could bring life to anyone. Yet, as we've seen, even members of the Politburo, men who stood as the absolute pinnacle of human hierarchy, found themselves helplessly addicted to mobile games. Perhaps in the 21st century, the lines of code and ruthless algorithms of a gaming studio are more seductive than power of the state. While political power is heavy, complex, and slow, the game offers a perfect world of instant feedback, a digital dopamine loop that even a king cannot resist. But he is the most ironic part of the human condition. Even when these officials escaped into a virtual world to relax, they couldn't leave their positions, powers, and egos behind. They still used the real-world ranks to bully teenagers in a chat room. They still wanted to be the god of the server, bought with stolen money. In the end, it wasn't the game that corrupted them. The game simply provided a mirror. It showed us that no matter how high someone climbs in the real world, the soul remains a prisoner to the same primal desires, the same fragile vanity, and the same pay-to-win mentality that is shared by every normal people being on Earth, and that eventually leads to the downfall.